Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 50 of Rapid Fate Online, and this one's titled Grind Them Slugs, Baby. That afternoon in RFO, you and Butterfly busied yourselves with the last of unpacking and just generally playing house. Since it was a new home, you hesitantly tried the new oven and almost burnt the place down, but Butterfly came to your rescue and quickly extinguished the fire. Okay, this oven is the spawn of Satan. How come it doesn't work like my old one back on level 1? You asked Butterfly, as he removed the charred remains of whatever it was you were trying to cook from the oven. This is a level 22 oven. You need to upgrade your cooking stats so that it matches this oven. He kissed you on the cheek on his way past you to the front door and emptied the charcoaled remains onto the grass outside. You pouted a bit and then shrugged. Guess it can't hurt to upgrade. Butterfly came back in and sat down at the kitchen bench opposite you, sitting the dustpan and brush down on the bench as well. I've been thinking, too, we should make plans for this trip to beat the level 44 boss. Oh, yeah, what did you have in mind? You asked excitedly, turning to face him. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a hard boss to beat, so I was actually considering putting a party together to beat it. Oh, really? You said with surprise. You usually like to single though, right? Yes, that's right, but if I have people with me that I trust, then I don't mind fighting in a group. I see. So, who did you have in mind? You asked as you leaned down on the countertop. Actually, I was thinking of inviting our neighbours, Asuna and Kirito, and your best friend, and Mirio. If we can find Mirio, that is. That makes a team of 6, if you include you and I, he said thoughtfully. Ooh, what a strong party. That sounds Hey, whoa, hold up a second. Did you just say me fighting as well? Me fighting? You said with a horror-stricken look on your face. What am I going to do? Stab the dragon in the titty with my puny-ass dagger? Throw a shit ton of mahi at it? I'm useless. Butterfly chuckled. No, you'll be a blacksmith by then, so you can get yourself some really good fighting equipment. No, I can't fight. I'd prefer to just maintain you and everybody else's equipment, you replied, still mortified by the thought of having to fight a level 44 boss. Okay, we can work out the finer details later, but what do you think of the party members? He asked. I like it. I'm happy with that group, you said with a smile. Okay, good. Let's focus on getting your blacksmith class sorted and train you up a bit first before we look at doing anything else, he said with a smile. Perfect. So how am I going to train as a blacksmith? Do I do an apprenticeship? You asked. Well, I was going to ask my blacksmith on level 30 if he would mind taking you under his wing for a bit. He has an amazing smithing ability, so I'd like for him to teach you his ways. Sounds good to me. Do we travel to level 30 then? No, it'll just be via teleportation, because it will just be you and I, Butterfly said with a smile. No adventures for a bit, just grinding. Oh, I liked our adventures, you moaned playfully with a pout. We'll get to do adventuring again soon enough, he reassured you. Now let's go get you a class change. Over the next few months you worked hard to get your smithing abilities up. You are now a qualified blacksmith and a pretty terrible one at that, but you were hard-working and determined to learn, and Butterfly couldn't have been prouder of your efforts. His personal blacksmith, Grid, was indeed an amazing smith and was happy to teach you all that he knew. Little by little you improved until you felt confident enough that you knew what you were doing, and after work one day you asked Grid if you could make something special for Butterfly. What did you have in mind? He asked as he packed a few last swords away. I don't know really. Something that might be useful in a boss fight. Let's just say the boss is a dragon, you said, trying to think as practically as possible. Does the dragon breathe fire? Grid asked. Dunno. Maybe? I'm pretty sure it would, he replied vaguely. Okay, well, some kind of water element item would be super helpful, he said, pulling the sign outside the shop inside for the night. A water aura bracelet? Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing, you said. How do I make that? How does it work? First, you need to get 2 items, water crystal and wind, Grin stated plainly. For water crystal, you have 3 options on where to get them from. 1, head to level 25 and fight a llama farmer or a giant llama itself. 2, go to level 28 and farm some sea slugs till you get just enough crystals. Or 3, go to level 32 and take on a giant sea serpent that lives there. Wow, you said, shocked. Okay, so I don't like any of those options. Are you sure there's not some nice person that will just casually give me the water crystals? No, unfortunately, you gotta work for it, Grid said with an amused smile. One question though, why would a giant llama have water crystals? You asked with a bewildered look on your face. The farmer up there feeds his llamas water crystals to improve the quality of their fur, so you can either take him on or go for one of the llamas to get what you need, Grid said. Farmer has a gun too, might I add. He's an NPC. Okay, gotcha. Avoid the demon llama farmer with gun, you said with a thumbs up. I don't like any of the ideas of a level 32 sea serpent either, so I guess sea slugs it is. You grimaced and your whole body shuddered. They're not that bad, Grid said with a shrug. Some squirt water, some squirt ink, but you'll be fine. Just stab them with your dagger a few times and hey presto, monster drop. Easy as pie, huh? 20 minutes later you were up on level 28, grinding for sea slugs. I'm a kill, Grid, when I get back, you growled to yourself as yet another sea slug squirted ink right into your eyes. This is the friggin' 20th giant ink slug I've picked today, and all I'm collecting is slug slime and ink for poison potions. You stood back and wiped ink from your face, scowling menacingly down at the lump of sea animal. Another brightly coloured sea slug slid into the rock pool that you were standing in, and you lunged at it, screaming death threats as you shot towards it. You stabbed the poor thing mercilessly until it exploded into crystals and stood there panting loudly, your breaths coming in short, sharp bursts as you held the dagger in hand. Suddenly you were aware of eyes on you, and you looked up to see 2 terrified fishermen sitting on the rocks nearby. Don't make eye contact, you heard one whisper to the other. That fox looks deranged. What's a fox doing hunting sea slugs anyway? The other one whispered back. Man, these RFO glitches are getting worse. You groaned and turned away. All I want are some water crystals. Is that too much to ask? And there ends chapter 50. Stay tuned for chapter 51 coming tomorrow.